time now to check in with our own Kristen Aguirre.
Yeah, she's out and about in Quincy this morning. You look like you're in a familiar place. We see this place once a month. You're at the Humane Society.
I sure am. I'm here, and coming up later in the show, I'm going to introduce you to November's Pets of the Month. Plus, do your pets get a little blue during the winter season? We're going to tell you how you can prevent that and keep them nice and happy throughout the holiday season.
Sounds fun.
That sounds very good. That sounds very good. But Kristen Aguirre is live at the Quincy Humane Society this morning.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of her because every time you go to the Humane Society, it's a great time. And you're introducing us to the Pets of the Month for November.
I sure am. You should be jealous. I get to hang out with all these adorable little fur balls all day. And with me now is Sally Westerflip from the Quincy Humane Society, and she's going to introduce us to our first Pet of the Month. And who do we have here?
This is Capone. He's about a 1.5-year old orange tabby. He's a neutered male, and as you can see, he's very affectionate. I love the markings on his feet. He has like 2 toes that are orange and 2 that are white. And he just would make a great family pet or a pet for just about any situation, I think.
And so why did Capone come here? What's his back history?
He was actually transferred here from another high-kill shelter. Yeah.
And so basically any kind of family would be able to take in Capone. He seems very timid now, but he's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, he does. He's young, but yeah, he's very affectionate. So I think a family with children, an older person, a quiet household or an active one, I think he would be just fine.
So really anyone can take in little Capone here.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if you're interested in taking Capone home for your family, make sure you check out our Facebook page or our YouTube page. We'll have more details on how you can bring him part of your family.
Very, very sweet.
Let's get a check-in now with our own Kristen Aguirre.
Yeah,
what's going on, Kristen?
She's having a really hard time this morning, too.
I am. Life is rough. I'm hanging out with 2 of the cutest little dogs in the world, and they're up for adoption. So you guys I might give you a run for your money because my application might be in before anybody else's. So who do we have here, Sally?
This is Buffy and Coco. Buffy is the poodle and Coco is the min pin. They are 5 years old and they have lived their entire lives together. So we do want to adopt them together because they are really bonded to each other. They're both very sweet, love to sit on your lap, and just...
Coco.
Okay, hold on, baby.
Okay. Coco doesn't like me, so maybe I can't take her home with me.
She likes to be with her sister.
Oh.
Okay.
And so, when did they come together? When did they come here to the shelter?
They've been here a couple of weeks, just waiting for the ride home.
What was the reason that they were brought here?
I am not positive about that.
But they have lived each other their whole life, and they're sisters. And so, what kind of home should they go to?
I'm not sure that they would be great with small children. I think probably a quieter household where they have a lap to sit in most of the time would be perfect for them.
Now, she seems more like the big sister, the one in charge.
I think so. Yeah, I think Coco probably needs Buffy more than Buffy needs Coco, but.
Yeah.
But they're a great pair of little dogs and would make a great companion.
Buffy is so laid back and relaxed and like just ready for the camera. Well, if you're interested in taking these 2 little sisters home with you, make sure you check out our Facebook or YouTube page.
Very cute.
Right,
They're
yeah,
so
very
cute.
I know.
So it's great if you have 2.
Kristen Aguirre live at the Quincy Humane Society this morning once again.
Yeah, Kristen, what are you up to? Who are you playing with this time?
I am still playing with Buffy and Coco. And in case you guys missed it out, they get double the time because there's 2 of them. And they're just double the cuteness. Look at how cute these little guys are. Kathy, oh my gosh. Sally, I'm sorry. It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. Tell us a little bit about Buffy and Coco.
Buffy and Coco are both 5 years old. They're females. They have lived their entire lives together, so they want a home where they can continue to be together for the rest of their lives.
And so what kind of homes can these guys go to?
I think they would like a quieter household, probably not one with a lot of with small children. I think older children would be fine. But they do just love to sit on your lap. So I think even an older person who just wants some constant companions, they would be perfect.
Yeah, they're definitely lap dogs, and they're so sweet and gentle. I mean, they're sitting here and they're so nervous even just by the light. Do they need any kind of special care?
No, not really. Buffy obviously needs periodic grooming to keep her looking like the poodle that she is, but no, pretty low maintenance otherwise.
And what was the reason they were brought back here?
They were surrendered because their family was moving.
Okay, so there was no, bad reason that these little puppies were returned. They're very, very sweet, and they can go to any home that is very relaxed and laid back. Look at, Mark, please you gotta get a close-up of Coco's face.
Yeah.
Look at how cute they are. They're so
adorable.
adorable.
Yeah, such sweet puppies.
And what are some things that they like to do?
Well, Coco likes to snuggle under a blanket, which is kind of typical for these short-haired, slick puppies like her. But I think mostly they just love attention and love to sit on your lap and get affection.
Well, if you are someone that's going to give these dogs 100% of your attention and give them a nice little snuggle bunny partner, make sure you check them out on our Facebook page or YouTube page.
Are you going to be their little snuggle bunny partner?
I am going to be the little look how cute they are.
Thanks, Kristen.
Time to check in once again with our own Kristen Aguirre. We'll see if she's been able to separate herself from the pets, because she seems to be adopting them as she sees them.
Or if she's walking out the door with them. How's it going, Kristen?
It's good. They're running my car. Just kidding. With me now is Sally Westerhoff from the Quincy Humane Society, and now we're talking about things that you need to make sure you're doing with your pets at home to get them through the winter months. And one is making sure that they get heartworm checked, correct?
Yes, we like to stress the importance of continuing the heartworm preventative through the winter months. A lot of people have the habit of stopping it after it frosts, and it's not a good idea. When we have a particularly mild winter like we did last year, mosquitoes are still around. That's how the heartworms are spread, so it's a good idea just to keep it all year round, and that keeps you in the habit of giving it once a month.
Right. And how can they give them their heartworm check by themselves, or do they have to go to the vet? How does that work?
Yeah, no, they need to have the heartworm. It's a blood test that's done at the veterinarian's office, and that's where you can get your heartworm preventative as well.
Okay, and then we also hear how sometimes people get a little blue during the winter months, but that can also be for animals too.
I've read something about that. I don't know if there's any scientific data, but some people are affected more by it. With less sunlight, you get lower levels of serotonin and melatonin. So we don't know whether that really happens in pets or whether they just mimic our behavior. But it's for sure that pets are good for people who do get seasonal affective disorder, and helps them get through the winter months.
All right, great. So if you get a little blue during the winter months, then you should adopt a pet from the Quincy Humane Society, because it'll help you get through and it'll make you smile throughout the holiday months.
All right, thanks, Kristen.
Kristen Aguirre once again live at the Quincy Humane Society this morning.
Yeah, she's not with giraffes. She's with cats and dogs.
I am, and they're so cute. And if you didn't get a chance to meet Capone and Buffy and Coco, our pets of the month, make sure you check out our Facebook page and our YouTube page. We will have a link there for you. With me now is Sally Westerhoff from the Quincy Humane Society, and we're talking winter blues for pets.
Yeah, if you find that you and your dog are becoming couch potatoes in the winter because of the long nights and short days, it's probably a good idea to make an extra effort to get out and get extra exercise, maybe a few short walks rather than a long walk. We have our dog park here. It's an excellent place to come out and let your dog get some off-leash exercise time. And just like us, make sure they're not overeating during the winter months.
And we were actually talking about this a little bit before. If you kind of get a little bit blue during the winter, your pet could actually help you get out of those little sad moments and get you off the couch.
That's true, because if you have a dog, they do need exercise, so they do tend to get you up off the couch, and they're just great companionship, and I think every house needs one.
And if you think your house needs one, make sure you adopt one from the Quincy Humane Society. And if we are taking our dogs out for those walks, Should they be wearing a coat? How should they be prepared for this winter?
I think it depends upon the coat of the dog. If they're a really, like Coco, a really short-haired dog, probably a coat is a good idea. I put one on my miniature dachshund, and he seems to like that. So I think a lot of it depends upon the dog, but definitely if they've got a really short coat and it's really cold, it's a good idea.
And it's also important for them to continue on some of their vaccinations throughout the winter month.
Yeah, make sure they're current on their vaccinations and keep them up to date on their monthly heartworm preventative.
Why is making sure heartworm preventative throughout the winter month so important?
Well, I think people tend to think that after the first frost that there aren't any mosquitoes around, but they are still there. I've seen a couple in my house just this week. So if the temperature trends up and it gets warm, they can certainly come out. So just keep them on every month, and it'll keep you in that routine throughout the year.
Great. So if you're interested in learning more about these seasonal tips, make sure you check out our Facebook page and our YouTube page. And of course, don't forget about Coco, Capone, and Buffy. They all need a home.
Hey, Kristen, Tegan wanted to know, do pets need to get a flu shot as well?
Do pets need to get a flu shot, Sally?
There was a threat of a canine flu last year or the year before. Haven't heard much about it lately, so it would certainly be something to talk to your veterinarian about.
There you go.
Thanks, Kristen.
Thanks, Kristen.